everybody, welcome to my new video. It's episode 4, Madden 20. If you like this series so far and want more, like and subscribe. It looks like we're going to be going versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and hopefully we win this. That means we be 3-2. I mean 3-1, one loss. 49ers, I hate them. If you guys don't know what this is people that are going to be getting drafted in the draft. So you got to select and put them on the board so you can just click them easily, and to put them on your draft board so you can just click them and then easily draft them.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the 37-year-old Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead the Steelers. And he led the entire NFL in passing yards in 2018. The second time that he's owned that honor. Now it's Connor, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So Dalton now. That's complete to John Ross. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second and a couple. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw here, Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Black 20.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There, D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mario Addison leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start the drive with Connor. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. A quick throw into the hands of Switzer. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West kick off 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 out on the West Coast from CenturyLink Field. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put
that bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Seriously, dude. He's gone.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The final act of the first half. Dalton. Green brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So thanks to... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Passing. It's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. At their nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. We've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J. Green, long, explosive touchdown catches.
And he is so good at playing the ball in the air and going over the top of people to make catches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing above the rim. He is fantastic at it and continues to get better as his career progresses.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Did he seriously just break 2 people?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now this throw complete to Washington. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A quick pass out to Juju. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with counter. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get this one to Switzer. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 11. And Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And able to find Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Pass interference, defense.
So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Dalton eluding the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Dalton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Ben to throw again. Able to find Switzer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger, he's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got you. I got you.
Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
So, this is going to be the end of the video here, obviously, and leave me anything that you guys would like me to play. I'm going to do a vlog after this and show you all my games, but some of them I can't play because it's online, and that's about it. So, and there's playing music here because I didn't know what to do with this part, so have a good day.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Yeah, you in the danger room.